Here's an interesting situation I never thought I'd hear on the news. Now, the humans, in their useless waste of time and projects, are creating these driverless cars. Like, they're really just taking humans out of, like, going with the extinction principle. Like, we don't need you. Nobody needs you. We'll just create cars. If we're going to build a car to drive people from one destination to the next, we'll just take the labor pool out of it completely. So this way we can shrink the amount of people that are even dependent on this stuff, because there's going to be no manufacturing jobs. There's going to be no need for drivers in the livery business, whatever. So this is the dumb plan that the humans, in several places in North America, have actually gone into making in convoluted, whatever, useless conversations. And so there's actually footage of one of these driverless taxis on its way, and a police officer pulls one over. Now, why would a police officer even attempt to pull over a driverless taxi? That's one. And then two, what does he expect to do with the driverless taxi? And three, if he didn't know it, they have footage of what it looks like. But then as the police officer gets into the car, the driverless taxi takes off and then pulls over. And then the cop has to follow because they were in an unsafe location, according to the company. But, like, how do you even, as a police officer, how does it even work? What, you're ticketing now? A unmanned or there's no human in it. There's no human involved in the situation. Like, does that even work? In really stupid, useless conversations.
You got so, if you were curious whether a driverless car is sometimes pulled over by the cops and what would happen if that were to happen, well, I've got an answer for you. This is some video shot in San Francisco. A Cruise robo-taxi pulled over on a busy night in San Francisco. Cop walks up to the door. There's nobody in the car. It's a driverless vehicle. Tries to handle. No luck there. This is the great part. Cop goes back to his car. Robo-taxi says, "See ya." Drives off. It looks like a beginning of a robo high-speed chase. The company Cruise says, in fact, what the car was doing was trying to pull not away from the officer, but to a safer location to further the non-conversation. Good luck trying that if you're a human driver.
To further the non-conversation. Interesting.
I would like to use that excuse too someday. I'm just pulling over to a much safer area. But that is the future, I guess, driverless cars.
Exactly.
So no citation was issued. It was apparently...
So I guess there'll be no police needed then, because there's no driver. There's no ticketing factor. And the humans, if anything happens, they get run over or whatever, they'll just have to rely on somebody else to report it, because humans have just proved they're just so reliable in my 43-year life frame. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxies, broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.